The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maves and the Garavogue Bar.
Black lager here.
I got you a black lager
Why?
because it's the only one that was left in the box.
A little, there's a H missing.
What?
Little
Have they
boar.
spelled a mistake
Yeah.
on the...
It says little boar. Isn't that supposed to be H?
No, that's WH. Yeah,
yeah. I was just trying to make you can't even make a hooer joke.
Yeah,
Isn't that terrible now?
But you showed yourself up to be an old stupid old
No,
fat
but
old
it was
massive man.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to be like, well, that joke doesn't technically work, Mark.
Well, no, you made a spelling mistake.
Oh, because of spellings, is it? Yeah.
Open up and try it on you.
I went to community games with spelling.
Did you?
I did.
Me going with art.
Yeah.
I'd say my father was proud.
Do you know what? I went with art as well, you know.
Yeah.
But like all I ever drew, I drew the same thing every year. It's just 1 year they must have had bad entries.
Up to Mosney with you.
Yeah, I never got past the Hyde. We used to have to go up to the Hyde in Roscommon.
What's the Hyde?
The Hyde Park,
Gallery.
like Hyde Park is the art gallery. Your father's going to listen to this. Your father's going to listen and go, Jesus Christ, Ray.
What is the Hyde?
The Hyde is where Roscommon play the JA.
I'm not sure many
Dr.
people...
Hyde Park.
That rings a bell. I've been there. The Hyde. It sounds
Your
like a
father's
fancy museum.
You're letting me down now, Ray. It does a bit like, it sounds like it's in London.
Yeah.
Isn't there a Hyde Park in London as well? That's a
There's a
big
Hyde
fancy
Park,
place.
yeah.
Anyway, Black Lager. I love White Hag. Fair play to them.
Yeah.
Black Lager, I'm going to be honest about it. I don't know yet, but I will be honest with it. I can almost tell I'm not going to like Black Lager.
There's 8 cans
This
of black...
goes out you, Black Lager.
There's 8 cans of that in the box. And this is the first I've brought to you. And you've noticed I didn't bring one for me.
Yeah, so I'm doing this getting this one.
Yeah.
It's like the time we went down to the chipper with the father, right? Me and the 2 brothers went down to the chipper with the father, and we got chips.
Yeah.
And then he said, we got home and the boys had ketchup. There wasn't enough ketchup left for the 3rd child.
Oh.
So Dad gave me just the tomato juice out of beans.
What?
For the ketchup, and I fucking hit the roof.
How did he get the tomato juice? Did he have to open it in the beans?
He had to open a tin of beans.
And cold?
Yeah. No, he had to open a tin of beans, put it into
Cooked
the...
beans?
Yeah, and then say, no, but that's like that's what everyone does now. It's really nice. And I cried my eyes out. I'll never forget it.
What age are you?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Probably 21 or 22. No, I was maybe like 8, like, or something.
Yeah.
There's only enough ketchup for the 2 boys. And it's been like that ever since, Ray.
I'm so
There's never
sorry.
anything left for me.
You can tell the boys were looked after and you were kind of discarded.
What does that mean, though? What does that mean?
And it's surprising because the baby of the family normally... Are you the baby of the
No,
family?
Sir Ellie's the baby.
That's why. You were just a middle-old child.
Yeah, I was only an middle child. And I was too loud for anyone to...
You were too loud?
Yeah, I was too loud, so no one really, like...
No one enjoyed you?
No, not really. I don't think so. That's a really good way of putting it. I think I just got on everyone's nerves, really. Like, did I ever tell you this story? I don't know. I shouldn't really tell this, so...
Cheers, by the way.
Yeah, cheers to me.
Cheers.
Here we go.
See how that's like.
Do you know what?
Nice.
It's all right.
Is it puck?
No, it's actually not puck. I swear to God. It's not what I thought it was going to be.
He's getting serious.
I thought it was going to taste like bog dust.
Oh,
it doesn't.
It's not. Okay.
I don't know if I told you this story before. And this one actually hurts now. Not to start on something so miserable.
You started on something miserable last week.
Did I?
Big hamstrung head in you.
Oh, yeah. I'll talk about my hamstrings in a minute. But did I tell you this? Anyway, that doesn't matter, Ray. I'll tell you anyway.
It doesn't matter.
I used to talk too fast when I was young, which I did tell you before. People would still say I probably talk too fast.
Okay.
But I was really bad when I was young. Really bad.
Can you give us an example?
I would just talk. Everything I said was way too fast.
So how, like what?
Well, I can't do it. I don't know.
You've forgotten, have you?
Well, I don't.
It's been bet out of you.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're making me do it, but I don't know what it sounded like because I didn't know I was talking too fast.
Okay.
But no one could understand me.
Yeah.
Now, the hypothesis of what was wrong with me was that I had 2 older brothers and I was always trying to get a word in. Mm-hmm. But also, I was always talking. So I was definitely trying to get words in over the boys. Yeah. That's what a lot of people hypothesized what was wrong with me.
Okay.
But the first ever episode of anxiety I ever had in my life, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember it when I was, again, like maybe 10, was I was talking to Mum and a load of her sisters, right? Mm-hmm. And I was telling them something. I still
sisters?
remember this, like, huh?
How many sisters?
Mum has 32 sisters.
32?
Yeah. But she's a nun, like, so they're all...
Oh, right. Yeah.
No,
that's what made your mother and your father's relationship so weird in Castle.
Yeah, but he was a priest.
Oh.
Yeah, but she was a nun.
It's all making much more sense.
It sounds like an Avril Lavigne song. He was a priest, she was a nun. Can I make it any more
obvious?
Any more ecumenical? Okay, so, anyway. chatting away. I was trying to tell them something. I don't know what I was trying to tell them. Something about football or whatever, or trying to say something properly to them.
Yeah.
And one of my aunts just looked at me, dead, and just turned to Mam and said, "Have you thought about getting them checked?"
Ooh.
And I was like, I was aware. I was old enough to be aware of oh no, there's something wrong with me. There's
Really?
something wrong. Yeah. I've never, that I still remember. And it was nothing against her, by the way.
That's funny. You wouldn't say that now, these days.
No, well, the thing is, everyone's getting checked out, Ray.
Or maybe you would, yeah.
Everyone is something. Yeah, you would,
Yeah.
But it was, it's nothing against her that said it, but it was just this huge realization moment that, oh no, Mark, you've been talking.
I'm not like the others.
And no one has ever understood a word you've ever said. Because Mum used to always say to me, slow down now. Slow down when you're talking.
Okay.
You know.
Jesus, I'm surprised you've come so far.
So I'm lucky to be here.
You're lucky to be alive at
I do
all.
awful well to get through.
Yeah.
That's why usually, it takes bands, they might do 30 songs in 2 hours. I do 30 songs in 40 minutes. Right?
That's brilliant.
Just
and that's why Bob's like you, because you're value.
Now, there you go. Seriously, flying through. We got 68 songs out of Kendy tonight now in 2 hours. No, it was, but I've become way more aware of it, and definitely doing this podcast. I don't care about it anymore, definitely. Mm-hmm. I'm sure if we asked the question now of people, does Kendy talk too fast on the podcast? Some people might say, I does, yeah, like I can't. Sometimes
I think anyone that felt that you talk too fast have stopped listening to a long, long time
Fingers across all chat.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my piece of miserable anxiety.
Tell us about your hamstrung while we're getting on the anxiety side and the upset and
Let me tell you about it.
Misery.
I'm very aware that I do often say to you, and people won't remember this, definitely, don't be saying that name now. Do you know? I always say to you, don't be saying that name and that. And you go,
you don't like me
part of
saying
the
the names.
story. But obviously we've said everywhere. We've already said last week where I'm going for physio.
You're going to get rubbed out with Claire McGuinness.
Yeah. So, but I have to go back to her now a couple of times.
Right.
So I'm not going to talk too much. I feel bad for her.
Oh, does she not like being advertised?
I don't know. I haven't asked her.
Good.
I haven't approached the subject. Yeah. I don't know if she's looking at me when I go in now going, I know, like you talk about me. Right. But we don't say it bad. She's the best physio in Sligo. Best physio.
And now the last time you went to her, she said you just needed a good night's sleep.
Yeah. Make sure you tell everyone that now, right? This is why I don't want to say
told everybody that.
No, she didn't say that I needed a good night's sleep.
She did. You told it on one of the previous podcasts. You told this whole story.
Yeah, but
are you tired?
If you took from that, you need to go to sleep.
Yeah.
If that's what you took from what she told me that
you're working too much, yeah.
I told her that today when I met her. I said, you made me quit my job, Claire. And she was like, what? She was like, what does that mean? And I was like, last time I came in with a bad back, you asked me, was I stressed? And I was like,
sorry, that was it.
Yeah.
You were getting good enough sleeps.
Yeah. Anyway, she made me go, maybe I am stressed out of my mind, which I was.
Hope she doesn't make you quit the wedding band.
That's what I meant to tell you that. I can't do podcasts anymore with them.
Because it's affecting you.
I have to go down to the office in Cranmore and sign up on the rock and roll.
Okay.
So she said that's the only way you're going to get by.
Right.
On benefits.
Claire McGuinness. Putting people out of work since 2018.
See, this is why I don't want to talk about her.
She's well able to go crack.
She's oh my God, I love her so much. It's great going into her. Anyway, she looked at it, obviously, and she was like,
where is it, by the way?
As in, where's your hamstring or where is she?
No. Is your hamstring the back of your leg?
Yeah.
So do you have to take your trousers off?
Huh?
Do you have to take your trousers off?
No, just go in wearing shorts. If you're going into physio for hamstring, don't make it awkward where she has to say take off your pants. Like, don't make it that.
You're going in wearing a lovely pair of jeans.
Yeah.
Could you take off your trousers there, Raymond? No problem, Claire.
Yeah,
so
don't make it awkward. Yeah, go in if you know you're going to get rubbed. Go in the appropriate attire. Like,
so you're wearing now a nice loose short, were you?
I went in just a bathrobe.
Sound.
And I said, do you do the hot stones here as well? She said, this is not the Sligo Park.
This is not for you.
Yeah, this is not for you. It's not how it works around here.
Yeah.
Anyway, the moral of the story is, after looking at it and obviously it's clearly torn. So for anyone who doesn't know, I was playing football. I knew there was something wrong. I fucking tore my hamstring. I thought it was grand. For about the last 7 days or so, I was like, this is...
You were optimistic.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh, it's definitely torn, but I'm okay. I'm a little bit mobile. It's not sore. Mm-hmm. And then something happened on Sunday in Waxley's pub in Sligo. I felt it again, and when I got home after the gig, I was like,
bad stuff.
This doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, we went to the Ballygar Carnival to play with the Atlantic. And I was almost immobile, really.
You were walking around like an 82-year-old man.
The whole point of this was I wanted to play JA for St. John's. Mm-hmm. I wanted one last hurrah. Derek is playing, Keeve is playing, Brendan is playing. We're going for it. Sean Brown is coaching. We're going for it.
Going for it.
And I was like, what's the verdict here? And she said, like, 4 to 6 weeks before you can make any.
Does that mean the season will be over?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Hopefully.
So all the lads are going to play and have a crack, and you're not going to.
Yeah, and I'm not going to. And that sounds. Remember, I came in here a couple of weeks ago and I said, like, I'm actually really, really, like, disappointed is the words.
Yeah.
Like, it's a real knock. I was so looking forward to being active again, and it's a massive knock.
It'll be interesting to see.
Now, like, there's boys out there who are actual athletes who get. Shout out Sean Taylor, by the way, who suffered a horrific injury.
What happened to him?
Playing for Coolera. I'll show you a picture. Anyway,
Did something come out?
He doesn't know yet what it is, but ACL, knee, everything. It could be. We don't know. Fracture. He fractured a part of his leg. Sean, I hope you don't mind people us telling you.
Oh, everybody knows
business.
now Sean's absolutely fake as well.
No, but it is a huge knock to him. So I mean it like Sean's an elite athlete, and it's hard on him to get a knock like that.
Is there a thing like the deaths for GA players? where they basically, and I wouldn't put it past the GA.
Sean Taylor,
ACL,
yeah,
out for 6 weeks.
Yeah,
family flowers only.
That would be so
donations
good.
if desires to Coolera GA.
Same here. That's so funny, Coolera's strategy. That's very good. There should be. We should read
be
that
something.
out.
And you know something off the ball, right? Pick that up.
Imagine
just something at the end.
Mark Kennedy,
grade 2
tear.
Yeah. He was only just about to come back.
To clearly get a psychophysio space.
Yeah.
That'd be unreal.
I'm very sorry to hear about Sean now.
Anyway, that's what I mean. What I mean is that in hindsight, I wanted to go back playing a bit of junior football. Now I can't. It's not that bad.
But I can't wait to find out in future podcasts.
Yeah.
Why this happened to you?
Oh, I can tell you right now why it happened to me.
What's that?
Because
no, but there's definitely something going to happen in the next 6 to 12 weeks where you will reflect on the situation.
Oh, I know what you mean. Sorry.
And go, Jesus, wasn't I lucky I wasn't playing the sport?
Yeah, what's not for you?
Yeah, picking up on what we said last week.
Yeah.
I am really looking forward to that now in a couple of weeks' time.
It'd be good, to find out where I am. And I like that.
Or
it could be shit.
Nothing, no reason. I just didn't
misery.
play for 6 weeks and I've been really sad in myself and I've took to the gambling.
Yeah. I'll be down there taking bets on the Giants games now. It's 100 to 1 for Jarek to score. He had never scored in his life.
Yeah.
100 to 1 to who wants it, lads? Who wants it? I'll be the bookmaker.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm still going to go because could you
be the mascot?
I'm not putting on one of those stupid suits.
I can get you a stupid suit.
Yeah.
I have a wolf suit. I have a bear suit.
Have you?
Yeah.
Can I get a bear suit and can I get your what did you call that?
Oh, the proud jacket.
Proud jacket.
Oh, you'd look so. Actually, that's a really good combination.
That look well.
I also have a pair of puppets that I need to get back off Barry O'Sullivan.
Right. Okay.
Remind me about that after.
That might be the weirdest
Speaking of remind me.
Yeah, go on. I'll remind you.
Last week we were talking about what were we talking about when you said to remind you to talk about. Penn Island.
I'm so glad it worked.
You said remind me to get you to look up some gear on Penn Island.
Yeah, I said.
Oh, we're talking about toenails of Shaughnessy.
Oh,
and
yeah.
how we got the name TOE Nails.
Yes.
But he was sent off to get some nails on a building site.
That's right.
And you said, by the way, Ray, I need to remind you to look up some gear on Penn Island.
Yeah.
On Google.
Yeah.
And then when I was editing the podcast,
you were about to edit it out.
I had clipped it. And I was about to go, that's it now. I clipped that out because that was obviously just to remind you to tell you to look up this thing. I had written in Penn Island, or I had written in PENIS.
Yeah. Yeah.
In Google. And it was at that point I realised that I, like toenails O'Shaughnessy, had been got.
You had been doing this is the message I got, everyone, from Ray. Whenever he fucking looked it up, listen to this.
I just looked up Penn Island like a bollocks. And I went and looked it up.
I felt like an awful bollocks.
But here's the thing though, no one's been got with that since 2009. Like.
I wonder did anyone pick up on it in the episode, because I presume everybody knew fine well that I was going
that
to
used to be a thing in school. Oh, if you looked up pennisland.com on the internet.
Really? What other ones was there?
Oh, I don't know. That was the big one we used. Was there more? Okay. Was there?
I don't know. I haven't been. I never got with this. I just got the normal beaten up in school. It wasn't this psychological crack in our school.
No, in fairness, the old Mayo bullies, they never psychologically got you.
In fairness to them now, it was never about the mind. It was always about the body.
They gave you a bit and then they sent you home.
Are you sore enough? Yeah. Have you no trousers on? Great.
There's a lot to be valued in that.
Yeah.
The old
Sorry, that
baiting.
sounded somewhat.
Have you no trousers on? I was in Mayo prison now.
It just in fairness to be the odd time in the bus where you'd be sitting there on the seat and Jerome McDonald, sorry Jerome, would sit in beside you and he'd just smile at you, and he'd grab your pocket and he'd tear it
Yeah,
from the
pocket tearing.
but he'd go all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
And you'd be sitting there crying, and and then he'd be still smiling, and because he'd only be halfway there at that stage.
Yeah, yeah.
And he'd
Bon
tear the other
Jovi
one
job.
then. So I'd be wearing arseless chaps then for the afternoon, which is very upsetting. You'd have your jumper tied around you to try and hide your modesty.
Yeah, yeah. Do you know what the big one was in our school? Were ye in school of a time, and I know ye were, did ye cut the inside of your school pants to make them flare over your shoes?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Only about an inch or two up.
No, we went up.
What?
We went about 6 inches up.
Disastrous.
And you'd have a little pair of Nike runners underneath us, and it'd go all the way over just to the toes.
That's terrible.
But because you were cutting it with mammy's scissors,
Yeah.
cutting through, the old school pants, they're still wearing them now, the
Yeah.
material of them. They were like cardboard, the old school pants, It was some bully somewhere would lean down to pretend to tie his laces.
Yeah.
And rip
Rip it right up.
all up to the scrot.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you
He'd
look like
strip you
John Wayne.
from toe to scrot.
Toe to
You'd be ripped. Honest to God. You'd be ripped from toe to scrot. Honest to God. And it was, you'd be on edge
Yeah.
all day with that.
Speaking
Jesus.
of toe to scrot,
Yeah.
how did you find Ballygar last night?
Okay, well, this is the best way to explain it.
Ballygar, by the way, is a town
On the Roscommon Galway border.
east of Mount Bellew.
Montbellier.
East
You
of
can't call it Montbellier, it's called
like even
Montbellier.
the drive to it from Sligo, you're driving through the core of Connacht, and there isn't a main road in sight.
I was treating it like a double-decker bus, by the way. I had Bethany sitting beside me in the car, and she was driving through my homeland for the first time with me.
Oh.
And I was like, that's where Nicola grew up down the road there. She had a house over here.
It's
I played football in that field.
Yeah.
And she thought it was like a Dublin sightseeing tour the
Yeah.
whole way through Roscommon. I never get to drive through Roscommon.
I tried doing that in Castlereagh as well. I tried to entertain Luke with some tales of, that's where the
Elephants.
smoking nun.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's where the elephant is buried.
Did you see the Tully's Hotel where the smoking nun
Oh,
stays?
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, that's Kendy's house out that road.
Yeah. Oh, I'm delighted with that because you do get a buzz when you bring people home, Now, we never got to go through Castlereagh, but anyway.
You didn't go through Castlereagh?
Did you go
I don't know how we got there. We went through all manner of villages and towns.
You went through Castlereagh to get to Ballygar?
We did.
No wonder you were 20 minutes behind us.
Were we 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway.
How did you do that? Anyway.
Google Maps. Google Maps. I swear to God, I don't know. Does anyone else have this problem with Google Maps? You put in a place in the Google Maps, and Google being the AI generated thing that it is, it says, well, clearly the straightest route, as the crow flies,
Kendy's.
the crow Kendy's is this way. And it just brings you down a whole load of L20158 roads.
Yeah. So
If
you
that's your
told
road,
him,
give
did
us
you
a
tell
shout.
him not to do that? Did
No,
you?
I didn't even pass any heed. I said, get me to Ballygar, and I just followed the directions.
So the road between Boyle and Tulsk is closed. It's for local access only. And I'm not a local anymore.
So what did you do? Did you just drive down it anyway?
I drove to French Park.
Yeah.
Then I drove from French
Oh,
Park.
yeah, that's a good way. We didn't go that way at all.
Why did you go to Castlereagh?
I know, that's where Google told us to go. Anyway, we got to Ballygar. Ballygar is in the middle of County Galway, and it is the rarest form of the way Ireland used to be.
No, but you're saying that as if it's a bad thing, though.
I'm saying it's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
I'm saying it's beautiful.
So what I love about the Ballygar Carnival has been going on for 80 years.
Yeah.
Do you know? Castlereagh Rose Festival.
Yeah.
The Ballina Salmon Festival.
Yeah.
They are the best thing we have in this country.
Yeah.
Those festivals.
It's a Monday night,
like July, August.
People drinking pints at a table outside like a house.
Yeah.
On a street, and across the road, a trailer pulled up.
Yeah.
A fine trailer.
Good trailer.
It had lights.
Yeah.
It had, lights that you can see what you're doing.
It had carpet.
It had carpet.
I played on many a trailer that had no carpet.
There was carpet.
Yeah.
And it was just, in fairness, there was 2 lanes of traffic. There was the east
There was
and west
active traffic. There was active traffic driving through the gig. Yes.
I've never played a gig before where there was a chance I get knocked down.
Well, my favourite thing was, we nearly got knocked down. Sound checking.
Wait a minute. The way the country has gone health and safety wise, how did they get away with it?
Doesn't matter. Maybe they didn't, and maybe we're about to get them in trouble. But who cares?
Ah.
Anyway, there was no active traffic running through. But if there was, it would have been quite the danger when Ray was checking the sound every 10 minutes.
I'd be running over and back to the base.
He had to use the safe cross code. We had to play the safe cross code.
And
stop and wait and check your thing. We had to cut into that every time that Ray was going across the roads.
Also, we managed to stop whenever a big truck had passed.
I loved it. This big diesel Arctic got stuck, like not stuck, but it had to stop
in front of us.
directly in front. And we were in the middle of teenage dirtbag. And I just said to all ye, stop for a minute now. Stop now.
Yeah, you don't want people missing
And then
bits.
8 seconds later, the truck passed off, and I said, okay, we will go on with the song now, please.
And big shout out to A Chef as well, famous kebab and pizza shop there in Ballygan.
Across the road. We shouted, "Jeez, I love a kebab."
Yeah.
They dropped up a kebab and chip
very
in the
nice.
middle of a gig.
Yeah, and we couldn't eat it until later, and it was cold. And I didn't want any then.
And then the Tumbling Kendys then played in later on inside in there. But my point being is, you asked me what I think about Ballygar Carnival. I absolutely love summer local festivals.
Yeah.
I absolutely, and people give out. And I have a point to make here now.
Oh.
Big point. I didn't know I was going to make it, but I'm going to do it. People give out. Young ones are drinking at these things now, and they're 15-year-old and they're 16-year-old, and they're drinking in the streets at these and the parents are dropping them off.
Yeah, and parents were dropping them off in front of the stage.
Yeah.
There was moments where cars would pull up.
Yeah.
And kids would get out.
Yeah.
And feel very, very
And we'd be like, how
exposed.
You're on the stage nearly now. Getting out of the car.
They didn't realise it getting out. Go on.
But not just Ballygar, I mean in general. Any festival, any local festival you see. People go apeshit when they see kids drinking. I completely agree.
I was hoping you'd say that because I was afraid you were going to go the other way.
No,
I completely disagree. Children should be allowed to drink
be allowed to have a pint.
unofficially. It's the way this country's been ran for many a year.
Okay.
What's wrong with a 15-year-old drinking 4 cans of Bulmers behind Crossmolina Parish Church? Nothing. It doesn't he turn out to be a fine 41-year-old man in a podcast, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Fair play to shout out to Manuel as well, the Spanish exchange student that got me the 4 tins of Bulmers out of Mons, Crossmolina. Sorry, Mons.
No. Okay, well, I don't want to say. I have no point to make then. So,
Why?
Because you told me I can't make that point.
Oh, you can.
No, okay. So I do get it. You have to live and learn from mistakes and stuff like that. And these festivals were always where, drinking or not, I'm not talking about the drink. These festivals are for teenagers.
Yeah.
They're summertime festivals when you're on your holidays and you head off into town and a group of 10 lads meet up with a group of 10 women.
Yeah.
And they go off down to the domain, or they go up to the street for a minute, or they go into the
They're tipping around.
They're tipping around.
This is your first social nights out.
Yes, it
And
is. Exactly.
If you don't give young ones the opportunity
yes.
to have how would you put it, unsupervised social time out
in the evening, where they can take over the main street of a town. Yes.
And mingle.
Yes, Ray. I'm so happy you're.
Oh no, I'm totally on board with this.
You're making my point.
I think you have to see what these festivals in Ireland are for. They're not for people who are going to gigs all the time and are able to frequent bars. Anyone over the age of 18, everything is open to them. Bar all the pubs that decide, oh no, we're over 23s. So
yeah, but like even if you're 10, Mum and Dad are down in Major Tom's.
Yeah.
And they've beaten the street is on outside, and they're inside drinking a beer shandy and a pint of Heineken, right? And I can go into them and say, Ma'am, I need €5 because I'm going down to the shop with the lads.
I'm going down to A Chef.
Yeah, I'm going down to A Chef. Yeah, no bother, Mark. Here you go. And off. They were the best evenings of our youth.
Yeah.
Were those local festivals. And I know that young ones shouldn't be drinking at them. I know they shouldn't. And I really hope that nothing happens to them when they're drinking. I think for the most part, if they are drinking, some of them get an awful land.
Yeah.
When they realise what the limit is and how hard it is to drink and why the rule is 18.
Yeah.
Why you should be an adult to do it. I hope that doesn't happen. But I do not think you can exclude young ones.
Can I give it an example? And on this occasion, I'm going to completely take your
other
advice.
side.
No, your
Okay.
advice. And I'm not going to give any details of the example I'm giving.
I'm so happy.
In my career doing the drop of sound, I was sometimes responsible for doing sound for teenage discos, right?
We all did it, Ray.
We all did it. But there was one particular establishment that ran a teenage disco, which I won't name, but they had, and I'll never forget it because it was like, what's going on here? So there was 2 levels to this particular venue. There was the disco level, right, where the discos happened with all the young ones were in it.
Yeah.
And then there was the downstairs. And in the downstairs, they had a load of chairs set up in a circle.
Don't be
and
talking
they had the whole thing set up. And
was
I was
an AA
going,
meeting.
I was like, what is going on with this area here? There's no music, yet it seems to be set up. And there was like 4 or 5 staff from the venue actually on duty in that area.
I thought it was a shifting area, by the way.
No, it wasn't
but
a shifting
I
area.
know now what it was.
This
Excuse
was
me.
the sick room.
Yeah, I knew it was.
So
that was the infirmary.
So as much as parents might think, my kids are going out and they're going out to a safe spot and they're not drinking, they are going to be doing something they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
And what was beautiful about this place, which I won't name, But they were ready for it. They
Ready
knew
for
the
it.
realities of a teenage disco. Teenage disco, you're going to have maybe 1,000 people, 1,000 young ones are going to come out, and 100 of those are not going to be fit for it.
Yes.
And they're going to have to sit and just walk it off
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's what this area was for.
Yes.
Jesus, I seen some horrible things.
Yeah, I can
Oh
only
my God,
imagine.
I'm more vomit I've never seen before in my life. But it reminded me of my childhood.
Exactly.
The time I made snow angels in my front garden at 4 a.m. in the morning whilst puking up the 4 tins of Bulmers
Oh
that Manuel
my
got
God.
me. Because I had nowhere to put it. I was only
Yeah.
a small man.
That's the thing, you see. You've nowhere to put it, you see.
No.
4
And
WKDs later.
But I had to learn. How you pace yourself. It's like you can't teach it unless someone actually learns it.
How do you feel about drinking with your parents to start?
You see, now I could get in trouble with this, but I think it's. I think parents should. Yeah, I think it's no harm. But again, that's parental. That's everyone to themselves.
Everyone is different.
Yeah. But I do think normalising and teaching some responsible habits to kids at a younger age. I don't mean like I'll never forget my granny and granddad's 40th wedding anniversary. That was a tough day for me. I was about 12, 14 perhaps, and I happened to rob 2 glasses of red wine off the table.
Ray, you're way younger than me now.
Yeah, I was
That's
well young.
crazy.
I was seeing everybody having nice drinky poos,
Yeah.
and I was going, well, I'm sick of the Caliber now, which was non
I'm absolutely sick of
I'm
Capri
sick
Sun.
of drinking
I'm
Caliber.
sick of Sunny D.
So I am
Remember Sunny
going,
D,
I am,
Lord.
I am going to go at this something awful and very hard.
Sick of Britvic.
So I managed to rob a particular aunt's wine. She may or may not have noticed it gone.
Wine and wallet.
And I drank it. I drank the 2
did
glasses, and I was
Out of it.
awfully sick.
Yeah.
And there was a picture taken, my granny and granddad's 40th wedding anniversary. The family photos hanging on the wall at home. I am as white as a ghost.
No way.
I'm
No way.
so sick. I just about not vomited for that photograph.
Jeez.
But I learned a very valuable lesson.
Yeah.
Which I had to learn several more times before I reached the age of 40.
You're still learning this.
You still learn it some nights.
I got caught drinking at like 16 in an establishment in Castlereagh.
Oh.
Where some of my friends were having a drink. And my parents had left the party.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to have a Bulmers.
Oh, so were you drinking while they were there? No.
No.
Oh, so you've been a good boy.
But everyone else drank. And Mum and Dad were like, Mark, don't be drinking now.
Okay.
We're going to go. I know the boys are drinking. But
You're very optimistic.
I know, but
parents.
you're only 16.
Mark, now, 16-year-old
Yeah.
Mark, don't be drinking. Don't be talking too fast.
Yeah.
Don't be drinking.
Is there something wrong with him? Is there something wrong?
There's still sometimes
There has to be something wrong with him. Anyway, and I was like, I'm not going to. Don't worry, Mum and Dad. And then they came back an hour later and I had a can of Bulmers. And it was like the single worst thing that ever happened to me. I was
Really?
so embarrassed, like, to be like, I can't believe I did this, you know?
Oh, God.
I was a fucking idiot of a kid. Anyway, a week later, or whatever, not even a week later, a while later, we were in at a gig of Dad's somewhere in town, and Mum was like,
Josh Bulmers.
if you're going to be doing this,
Oh,
I'm going to be here when you're doing this.
that's nice.
And you know what? It was great.
Yeah.
It was a great idea
Yeah.
because she said, you're clearly going to be doing this now. As in, like, even if you can try and fight it off for a while, I know that you and your friends are all going to be doing stuff.
Yeah.
I'll be here when you have your first one properly.
And that night you and your mother got out of it.
We got out of it, Ray. And
Playing pool at the back of the stagger
we
in.
dug up the elephant. We dug up the elephant. I started sticking up the fingers at the nun, the smoking nun outside Tully's. Oh, we wrecked the place altogether.
Yeah.
But
And yourself and your mother have been fast friends ever since.
oh, we have been.
That was
honest
the
to God,
moment.
that was the moment it happened.
That was the moment you stopped talking fast.
That was the first time she ever told me she loved me.
I love you, man. And Mark said, Banana going, I love you too, man. And Charlie goes, jeez, that was very slow. Maybe the drink is the way to
No.
fix ya.
She said you've never sounded better slurring.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And I have. That's why I've been drinking every day since.
Anyway, bottom line, Irish festivals, young ones should be allowed to be at them.
Yeah.
Because they're an integral part.
And I get that when they drink, it's a nightmare because it looks awful.
Yeah.
I think it's 5% of young ones. This is my guess. I think it's 5% young ones that drink too much at Irish festivals and start falling around the place.
Yeah.
I think if you have a look, there's probably another couple of hundred.
All you have to have is a little tent.
Yeah.
And a little area where
Yeah.
they know they can come to safely.
Yes.
And go, look, we'll sort you out with an old IV.
Yeah.
And we'll get you back out there drinking in no time.
Honest to God, it's like, you know the junkies in Dublin?
Yeah.
Is that the right term? Dublin?
Fab.
I'm so proud of that line. That just came into my head. Did I say that right? Dublin? I'm so proud of that line. Anyway, the junkies in Dublin, like, you know, there's a needle exchange program.
Yeah, they mind them.
Where they're like, we know you're going to be a junkie.
Yeah.
So we're going to make sure you're as safe as you can be as a junkie. Yeah. So that's kind of the same premise.
But I think Irish festivals, there's a way of having a heap of young ones in an area and kind of managing them.
Fence them in.
But you see, the thing about it, if you exclude them from the main area,
that's when the trouble starts.
That's the trouble, because now you've driven them out into the periphery and into the side streets
where
there is no supervision, there's no safety.
No
Best
security.
thing to do is give them a reason to all be in one spot and have enough kind of volunteers and a bit of Naldi and the whole lot and a wee sick tent.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden then everybody's where they need to be.
Yeah. Because hopefully for the most part you're there with friends and they can be like, who's her mother? Have you her number?
Yeah.
Let's ring her mother.
It takes a community to rear a child.
Yes, it does.
So,
and I'm so glad you said that, because one of the other things that has popped up in recent times is this idea that, and this is why I think there will be backlash for us saying this, spike in drinks is rampant at the moment, and needle spiking is where it is now, by the way.
Oh God, what's that?
It's where they just like syringe it into your drink without you knowing.
Jeez, they've gone very technical, haven't they?
It is. Sometimes the world never ceases to amaze me that people are capable of stuff like that.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that someone has the mindset to go, that's what I'm going to do to that young girl or that young boy.
Christ.
Anyway, that's a huge safety concern when you have a lot of people in one space, you know. But so I don't want people to think that I'm saying when you let them off and they'll live and learn, you know, some bad shit can happen too.
That's true, yeah.
But that's kind of the world, you know?
As in it'll never be a case where bad shit can't happen no matter where they end up.
You can't protect people
them
forever.
for everywhere.
You cannot protect people forever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We're going to get in trouble for talking.
I don't know.
But we all did it. Stop pretending we all didn't do it.
I just look at the notes.
Yeah, go on.
Had you any other things you wanted to address on today's episode?
Not really, no. I didn't even know I was going to start addressing that, to be honest.
We were asked to be, is it a KOL? Oh, I have it here.
What's
now.
a KOL?
KOL is, I had to Google it actually. It's
The King of Limerick. The King of
King of
Ballyhonus.
Limerick. It refers to an individual who has significant influence, expertise and credibility within a specific industry or niche, right?
Like keynote speakers almost.
Kind of, yeah. Or like someone who just knows a lot, like a lad that knows a lot about building.
I want to ask you one question.
Yeah?
And I'll let you explain what you mean then after that.
Sure.
I cannot see any way this conversation is going that will lead anyone to believe that we know anything about anything.
But wait. Their opinions are highly valued and trusted by their audience, making them effective in shaping public perception and driving purchasing decisions.
Influencers.
Kind of. So, on that basis, what was wonderful to see in the Instagram this week is we got a message. We got a message from sagami.xx.
Well, this is like, I can't believe we haven't. We need to go with whatever this woman is saying.
Or conglomerate.
Yes.
Hi, I am Samuel from Sagami, a Japanese brand selling high quality and also the world's thinnest 0.01 millimeter condoms.
Oh, but hey, come here. Why don't you listen to me?
We are looking for KOLs in Ireland to promote our products, and your channel, with your interesting podcast topics, seem to be a perfect fit for us.
Like, when the hell? Do you know?
Will you be interested
I have babies at home. I've never once.
Will you be interested in a simple collaboration? Our products are now available on Amazon. We would love to send you some condom samples and hope you can introduce our products and share the message of safe sex with your followers.
Do we have to use them together?
What?
Do we have to use them together?
How do you mean?
Myself and Ray used one last night. Now, he said...
No. It's very thin.
Oh,
you
Ray
wouldn't even
said,
feel it was there.
Yeah, Ray said it still felt the same as every other time you rode me, Kendy. That's how good they were now.
And then I tried
I
it
didn't
on
even
Mark.
know. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
Ooh, that's awful, Ray, to be saying stuff like that.
Anyway, have
But,
you any interest in getting back to Samuel and letting him know?
Can I ask you genuinely, is that real or not?
I don't know.
A lot of people are selling shit now. Influencers are selling stuff all the time, Ray.
I don't know where they're from.
Says those drinking wine.
Says us influencing away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to know. Like, you always get these messages all the time. Like, but there's no way. I am not selling 1 millimeter condoms, and I'll tell you for why. 0.1 millimeter, is it?
0.01 mil.
I can't, in good conscience, sell those. I have had 2 babies, and I do not want any more.
But isn't that not why you want the condom?
If they came to us and said, we have a condom, it's 8 millimeters thick, then I would be like, I will promote that to high heaven.
Would you ever not think, if there was a thicker, is it not thicker you'd be going for? Say, for example, if you weren't necessarily,
I don't want any more girls in my house. There's too many already.
Way. I mean, if size matters, Would a skinny condom not necessarily? It'd be fine for the big lads like yourself.
Yeah.
But for all the other lads, would you not be?
Not saying.
Would you not be better off going for a thicker one?
Yeah,
You
no,
know,
that you
2
should.
centimeter thick. Oh, she won't know what is her.
Yeah, but the reason. You want to watch Lapter? The reason. The reason that you don't want them. The reason that fellas don't want them to be mad thick, as enjoyable as it is for your one.
Yeah.
You don't want to feel like you have a prosthetic Mickey. Like
A big plastic Mickey on you.
Like
that lad's more plastic now than
a friend of ours used to always say it. It's like getting into the bath with wellies on. Boys want this to. It needs to be true to feel is what they want.
True.
That's why they're selling the 0.1 ones or 0.01 whatever.
0.01.
They're going. It's all Ned Flanders. It's like I'm wearing nothing at all. You know when you go skiing. That's what the boys want.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you know?
Yeah. Okay, so that's we might say no to that one.
Maybe
if that's all right. Condoms. Also, then I have to talk about van shopping.
Should we?
I think we should. I think there's no harm.
Brilliant. Okay.
So, people remember from a previous podcast or a couple of previous podcasts, and I've noticed as well. This is really stuck in people's minds.
No, you're worried about that. I think that's true.
There was a time there.
It's not true.
There was a time there where I might have went out and tried to upgrade my beautiful Renault Traffic.
Yeah.
And I did. I purchased a Volkswagen Transporter once, and I wasn't enjoying it. Drove it for 3 hours and went, that's a bag of shite.
Yeah.
And I immediately put it back up for sale.
Yeah.
Leading to my father almost disowning me as a father. There this week when we were talking about it, he said it was a huge embarrassment. He called it.
I don't get that though, ML. I don't understand.
But it's not just ML. I have many colleagues at work that still laugh to this day about the fact that I bought a van and then sold it again.
I think it shows much better intuition.
I know, a bit of a fool in fairness.
No, I don't see that way. I don't.
But anyway,
and I'd be the first man to jump and call you a fool.
To call me a fool.
I think it took great intuition to go, I've made a mistake here.
I've made a mistake here. Anyway.
If that was me, I would have gone, I better double down on this now. I'm going to buy a second one. You know, that's like, so everyone, just in case someone thinks I didn't want it.
There'll be fellas like that in the world,
Absolutely, there would now.
So I left, I stuck with the traffic a good while, and of course you'll find of late, for some unknown reason, it was getting tight in the van. Do you know?
I don't know what was.
It must have been all the band gear for the Atlantic.
You see,
Lukey bought a new drum kit. It was 3 times the size of the original drum kit he had.
Bethany bought 3 keyboards.
I
bought a massive guitar. Like you know, like when you go into a restaurant, the man is playing the Spanish one.
Oh yeah,
I bought one of those ones.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah, huge.
Dwayne's ego was getting bigger and bigger.
Dwayne's ego alone would have filled it.
Yeah, so he was filling that.
Yeah, so I started thinking to myself, do you know something? Maybe it is time now at this point to upgrade the van. So I took a notion to go. Well, first of all, I still wanted to get back to my old van, the Renault back in 05, the one I lost.
Ray was chasing nostalgia.
I was chasing this, and it was only there.
He does that so often.
I do it very often. I like to go back to 20 years ago, and that was good times.
Yeah.
But I sat into a 20-year-old van there during the week, and I realised, oh God, this is a 20-year-old van. It is only a dream I was chasing. So finally I realised...
You're chasing the dream.
Chasing the dream. It's time to go for something
because they
newer.
were the good old days.
They were the great old days.
But can I tell you something I saw on TikTok, and I love the US Office. Did you see it?
One of the best.
It actually is the best quote ever.
Yeah, I wish.
And I didn't register it at the time.
Yeah, what did he say again?
He said, "I wish there was a way of knowing that when you're in the good old days."
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
and really, it's kind of a reflection piece.
Well, I can tell you now, you're in the good old days.
But when are they?
Oh, they're literally
right
middle life. Everything from 17, getting drunk behind Crossmline Church, to I'd say your mid 40s, early 50s.
That's the good old days.
They're the good old days, because after your 50s, you tend to look back on those days and go, "Gee, they were good times." Even though at the time they looked shit. You might have been worried about money or jobs or relationships.
That's the point he's making. You don't know at the time. But this is as good as it gets.
I'd say it's, you know something, the easy way of fixing that is just tell everybody this is the good old days.
We're in the good old days.
We're in the good old days 100%. This is why all of a sudden this week I said I'm upgrading the van. I'm going to get rid of the traffic. Now, I still haven't completely agreed to doing that.
I'm not going to lie to everybody. Ray tried to sneak in here today without me knowing that he did in fact drive his Renault Traffic here today.
I did drive. How did you know that?
Because I was at the top of the stairs when you landed. And I said, he's not ready to give up yet.
No, I'm still driving the traffic. Anyway, the good news is we went van shopping. First of all, when you go van shopping, my God above, you meet some characters.
Why?
Well,
like boys selling.
boys selling.
Yeah.
There was one particular incident where myself and my father went to look at a van, and we asked the gentleman, this is a lovely van, what was it doing before you got it? He says, I don't know. And we'd found that rather hard to believe. We're going, surely you would have asked.
You own this van.
You now took this van in from someone. Was it someone? Did someone leave it in a basket at your doorstep?
Yeah.
And swaddling clothes? Like, how did someone abandon this at your house and not tell you? Were you willed it?
Yeah. It is. What a weird thing to say.
Weird thing to say. We found it weird. Myself and Dad got into the van, tipped off, went for a little spin in it. Dad opened the glove compartment, as he does. That's the kind of thing my father would do.
Ray's father always looks to see if there's, especially when someone says they don't know what it was for.
Yeah.
He always looks for a gun.
Yeah. You know where the gun is.
He looks for leather gloves and a gun.
Gun and holy water.
And holy water is right.
So he looked at the glove compartment, pulled out the rental agreement from the last rental this van was on. This van was a rental van.
It was a rental van.
Really? And then I noticed the sticker on the windscreen saying National Truck and Van Rental.
Okay, so your man who owns the van now doesn't know that there's a leaflet in the glove box that says this is a rental van.
It's a rental van.
And a big sticker on the windscreen
saying it's a rental van.
It's a rental van.
And I think to myself, well, if he's not, surely he knew this.
That means he knows nothing about the van.
No, he did.
Or he does not want to tell you anything.
He did, but he didn't want to. If he didn't want to tell us this,
what else is
he not telling us? And then there was a belt.
They found 5 body bags.
There was like a fan belt as well under the bonnet, and it was well perforated.
Was it?
Yeah, it was well getting to the point, and now that fan belt won't last much longer. It was torn. And I was going, what about the fan belt? That's grand.
Oh, is it? Yeah, thanks. Is it? Yeah.
It's fine, that's fine. You could change it in a while, but it's fine. Alas, we did not go for that van.
Yeah.
I ended up going into a wonderful garage here in town called Endemecharic Motors.
Endemecharic
Cars.
Endemecharic is a great space to go.
A great spot. And in fairness, only because he had a lovely big silver, a Vauxhall Movano.
Vauxhall Movano, do.
This is what Laura said as soon as Vauxhall Movano. And I remember the In-Betweeners, a scene in the disco.
When they dance across the floor.
Where they dance across the floor. The Vauxhall Movano.
Did they call it a Movan? Oh.
I don't know.
Is that why they did it? Because it's a van?
This is probably, yeah.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
No. Anyway, I was very ably looked after there by Sinead in the mechanics, and she persuaded me, this is what you need.
Yeah.
And I got it.
It's mad that a salesperson persuaded you that. No, I'm joking.
She was so nice, in fairness to her. She's absolutely the loveliest lady, and I have to give great thanks. She made the experience very pain-free.
That's exactly what
and
you're
enjoyable.
supposed to do.
And that was what she was supposed to.
And I know that salespeople are salespeople, but you can smell a rat like.
She was really sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to smell a rat.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's what happened with the last fella.
When I ring, you were smelling a rat. But also, you don't want someone just to be selling.
She wasn't doing that at all.
Like, when
she offered me tea.
Whenever I ring my bank, AIB, I don't mind calling out AIB, obviously.
Yeah.
I ring my bank and I get through to any department I need to get through to. I need to get through to this or this or this. They all, at the end of it, go, Mark, I'm just having a look here. You could do maybe with, would you like to meet someone in our finance department, maybe to talk about some insurance? And you're like, you're so disingenuous, you prick. You're getting commission.
Now, I'll not hear a bad word said about AIB.
No, I will, yeah.
Because AIB, for me, never let me down yet.
They haven't let you down yet, yeah. Wait, I go into them in a few months and see if they let me down.
But
I don't mind it either. I just hate the fact that I have to play a game with a salesperson. Yeah, same when they call to the door.
Yeah.
I hate that there's no social etiquette that allows you to go, come here, we both know this is a load of shite.
Yeah.
You're trying to sell.
Yeah.
And I don't want to buy.
Yeah.
And you're going to keep pushing.
Yeah.
And that's what I don't like. Anyway, I'm ruining your story, you stupid prick, Mark, talking too fast. There's something wrong with him. Go on. Jesus. Sorry, Rick.
Bottom line, got the Vauxhall Movano. And now I have to face up to selling the traffic. So if anyone would like a genuine piece of podcast memorabilia. Yeah.
This is like if you bought the car from
Only Fools and Horses.
Or Back to the Future or fucking This is like that.
This is it. If you want to be the new Raybo in town.
If you don't buy it, Jay Leno's going to buy it, like, and put it in his collection.
Absolutely. No, this will be worth a fortune when I want to buy it back for me in 10 years when I'm having a midlife crisis.
Absolutely. That's what's going to happen.
What you need to do now is buy it off me now, and I'll come back to you in a decade after I don't like the new van anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm going, I really want to get back to the traffic days.
Are you going to find it hard to sell the traffic?
I absolutely am. I've considered scrapping it.
No, but why don't you just hand it to someone who you know will look after it?
Well, like who?
And you get to see it every day. They'll let you visit it anytime you want.
I could do that.
You could. They'll let you visit it anytime you want.
Would you know anyone that'd be looking for an upgrade from a Vauxhall?
Nicola, I think, wants one.
Is she Nicola?
Nicola Kendy passed her driving test finally.
Congratulations
shout out
to Nicola, by the way.
Yeah.
This is going to make your life much easier.
Oh, way better. Yeah, she could do with the traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll have a chat with her and see.
Chat with her and see
does she want one.
Yeah.
It makes my life so much easier now that she's driving. Having said that, there she is sitting with a full license. And who's up at fucking 7 o'clock this morning to bring everyone to crash and work?
Who?
I was like, Nicola, you know whenever you get a license, you have to like drive.
Start
You have
working.
to drive now.
Yeah.
Please, will you drive?
And
will
why
you?
wouldn't you drive this morning?
I don't know. It's just she's like she's still at that stage where she hasn't driven loads.
Yeah.
And she's like, but if I drive, I'll have to park. Do you know when they say that? Did Laura say that when she started driving first?
A little
I
bit,
can't
yeah.
drive because I'll have to park then.
Yeah.
And
Sure,
they're
I've
like-
gotten to that point now. The big van.
Oh yeah.
I'm now driving going, it's too big now.
I
I'll have
can't
to
park.
I've nowhere to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Real
that's
worry.
what they're like now, even with a small. She is, Nicola's lovely McGann, but she's
is
like,
lovely McGann.
I can't park in the McGann, it's massive, I won't be able to park it anywhere. I'm like, it's Sligo, you're not parking it in fucking Dublin Airport, like, it'll be
true,
grand.
yeah.
Anyway, I'm talking ring piece. What do you want to
That's
say
it,
before we
man.
go? That's it, is
That's
it?
kind of it.
Oh, lovely.
That's episode 296 is you.
That's another one done.
Another one done. I have to
And-
go and sell some trust into Tony Travers.
Go sell some trust in Sonny Travers and go and pretend that you want to sell your
Van.
that's out there. Ray, fair play to me.
And fair play to me.
Good luck.
Good luck. The Kendy and Raybo podcast, sponsored by Maeve's Cozy Front Lounge and the Caravo.